Just quick facts, guys, what's going on in Hawaii. Kīlauea update. It has resumed the activity, the eruptive activity, January 15th, around 9:15 a.m. The length of time since the previous eruption is only 11 days, and the number of current active vents, you see it in the background, is just two, one north, one south. That's how they call these vents. And the lava fountain heights from today is 160 feet, that's 50 meters from the north vent, and 140 feet, that's 40 meters from the south vent. And the maximum heights that they have shown, these fountains, was 295 to 330 feet, that's 90 to 100 meters from the north vent. But the south vent's also quite high. It's 130 to 160 feet, it's 40 to 50 meters on the south. So both are spewing out quite a bit of lava. So the height of the caldera walls behind the erupting vents is right now 690 feet. So that's Eddie, guys. So that's 210 meters. Guys, I have these dogs and they're terriers. They're not shutting up. So either I'm producing an outtake here, or I can continue with my video, Eddie, if you would allow this, His Lordship. Thank you. So, the distance traveled by Pele's hair, that's how they call it. These are thin strands of volcanic glass. That was traveling as far as to the Volcano Golf Course subdivision. That's 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers away from the vent. And for now, all the eruptive activity remains confined within Kīlauea Pele, that's the summit caldera. So no unusual activity has been noticed along Kilauea's east rift zone or the southwest rift zone. So it's confined to that area. And of course, geologists love to watch that. The USGS has their science team there. So you can see in this video here, some HVO geologists, they're doing their work. They're looking at the particles that are coming out from the volcano. They're in the closed area of, it's called Hawaii's Volcanoes National Park, and they're collecting fresh tephra from a closed portion of the crater rim drive. So the volcano, these fountains, is spewing it out on the road. And these are glassy lava particles, and you can really hear their sound. So listen to that when they land on the road. It's amazing. Isn't nature amazing? So how they call it, this is the fourth episode since the eruption originally began on December 23rd last year, 2024. That eruption began within Halemaʻumaʻu at the summit of the Kilauea Volcano. And what the USGS is saying is that recent eruption that we've seen since December last year has brought back an eruptive style that they haven't seen on Hawaii for many years. So the eruption so far includes 4 episodes of lava fountaining separated by pauses in the eruptive activity. So after the third pause that was ongoing for 11 days, now what we're seeing here is happening. So what the scientists at the Hawaiian Volcanic Observatory, it's a shortcut, if you see this somewhere, it's HVO. What they're reviewing currently is they're trying to see patterns of past eruptions and comparing this with current monitoring data to see or to be able to get an estimate, I don't want to say prediction, what could happen next at Kīlauea. What they can say about these episodes, what they kind of have in common, that they are all marked by the onset of lava fountains and rapid deflation of the magma chamber that is underneath. So what does that mean? A rapid deflation, the magma chamber is filling up, then it reaches the point of maximum elasticity, and poof, then the lava shoots out as an eruption. And of course, then the magma chamber is emptying, so that there's a deflation in the land. If the magma chamber is filling up, there is an inflation. And usually what they saw is during the pauses of these erupting episodes, the magma chamber is filling up again. The same thing that we're seeing in Iceland, just with a longer time frame with these fissure eruptions that we're seeing in Sortsengi. So this summit crater, this area of the summit where we see this eruption, that is reinflating after an episode ended. When will we see a new episode? Well, easy, when the system builds up enough pressure to force the magma to the surface again. And that fountaining, how they call it, what's coming out there, these fountains, they're not fissures this time. It's driven by rapid volume expansion of gas in fresh lava, but it's also commonly preceded by periods of eruption of sluggish degassed flows. So dense degassed material is pushed out heavily out of the vent, like basically if you remove a cork from a bottle of sparkling wine. And that allows this gas-rich magma to rapidly come to the surface and to create these fountains that we see, these high fountains. So what we're seeing, it's called episodic eruptions, and it's not the first time that we're seeing this at Kilauea. It has happened before in 1983 with the Pu'u'o and the 1969 Mauna'ulu eruptions. So first one had 44 episodes and the last one had 12 episodes. So this one could well produce many episodes, as it seems. We're only into the fourth one. And that the previous eruptions were all happening in the Middle East Rift zone. And then there was a Kīlauea eruption in 1959. And during that, they called it the Iki Summit eruption that had 17 episodes. So it is known that it does that. So I guess we have to see how many it produces this time. What the scientists are saying is that the main feature of these episodic eruptions is the repeating feature, basically. It allows the scientists to identify patterns in these eruptions. So what is happening before the eruption, what is happening after the eruptions. So inflation following episodes 1 and 2 of the recent eruption at the summit of Kilauea resulted in 6 microradians of ground tilt and a tilt meter north of the crater near Uekahuna Bluff. That gave them an indication what the pressure was needed, what the pressure increase was required at that time for the eruption to resume. Good thing is that area is heavily monitored, right? It's a dense network of instruments that record the seismic activity, the ground deformation, volcanic gas emissions, and we can see pictures of people watching the eruption here and scientists taking pictures of the eruptions. They have several webcams that provide views of the area, the whole area within this, what they call Hawaii National Park. They're doing aerial overflights of the Kilauea summit during eruptions to monitor the eruptive activity but also find potential hazards. Recent activity is occurring in a closed off area of the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, which means that the lava flows were not a hazard to any infrastructure or to the public. So high levels of volcanic gases are present in that area, and they say will continue to be present in that area. That is right now the primary hazard of concern, because if there's winds changing, there can be far-reaching effects downwind. If there's episodes that have a very high gas emission rate, that gas can reach as far as the entire state and even beyond. So this is something that they definitely have to monitor. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick update. I hope you liked it. And if you liked what you saw, please leave this video a like, share it with your friends to help me push it out in the algorithm. That helps my channel. And of course, as a YouTuber, if you have more views, you're making more money on YouTube. And right now, this is badly needed for my dog Apollo's vet bill. My regular viewers know what I'm talking about. My dog has cancer and I need to do a very expensive radiation therapy, like massively expensive. And yeah, it's winter. The hay bills are coming in as well, which is just kind of giving me a sweat. So thanks so much for your support. If you want to support this channel and everything that comes with it, the vet bills, the hay bills, please go to my buymeacoffee.com/silky site and buy us a coffee or two or more. That helps greatly. Thanks so much for that. If you're looking for the link is in the description of this video. So basically the screen that you see, just scroll down a little bit. There's all the links there. You can also become a member of the channel. We're a very nice community, so I'll share more insights, behind the scenes videos and what's going on and weird things or things that I'm angry about. So just check out my playlist, the videos for my members, and if that is interesting for you, I would love to see you there in our very, very nice group that keeps growing, and it's really great for you guys to become members. So welcome to all the new members. Great to see you there. So yeah, guys, wherever you are, stay safe and be prepared for anything. Earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes, whatever. The earth can hit us with a lot. So it's better be safe than sorry, guys. I hope you're all doing great, and I see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.